Lilium orb has expanded. Now for Rowan, TP Benchwarmer, Overextension 3, which I don't think you need. TP Gain 2, which is nice. Recall, which is great. HP Benchwarmer, which is fine. Opportune Moment. Time stops for 3 seconds after avoiding an attack with a backstep. I don't think that Rowan's AI will ever accomplish that, but man, that sounds amazing. Bum, 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 bum. Give. You've got a lot of high-tier materials to use right now.
Help me.
Are you okay?
Thank you. I think I'll be okay now.
This place seems deserted. Do you know where everyone went?
Some people got out early. I don't know about the rest. It was pretty chaotic.
Did you see the attackers?
The soldiers hit us like a wave. They were led by some guy with a giant sword and a flying woman.
Well, that settles it.
That it does.
They told us they'd destroy every last spyrix, then they ordered us to retreat.
What does Jude mean that settles it? That could have been any dude with a giant sword and a flying woman. It doesn't have to be Gaius and Muse.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Wait. He can't be. Gaius must be planning to eliminate every spyrix in the entire world.
What a Chad move. Gaius is the best.
Just to stop the Otherworld reactor plan? Isn't that a bit extreme?
Have you seen Gaius?
No, it's a sound plan. Olympius' situation won't change as long as it has access to spyrix. Even if the current plan is halted, someone else will eventually come up with something similar.
By eliminating spyrix, Gaius is going right to the heart of the two-world problem.
Sounds like a lot of work. But if Gaius is anything, he's determined. Damn it. That puts Balin in danger.
Excuse me. Do you know anything about someone named Balin? He's a spyrix engineer.
You might find him over in the Spyrite Research Wing.
What?
Officially, it's called the Military Research Wing, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Those freaks are probably still wreaking havoc over there.
I'm sure he's okay.
Don't worry about me. You just worry about Gaius.
Yeah, but still...
You already have enough on your plate. Your job is to keep moving forward, remember?
Right.
We don't have time to worry right now. The sappy stuff will have to wait.
All right, thanks.
So where's this military research wing anyway?
Just ahead. If it's still standing. Be careful.
You too.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Save it, I'm fine.
I just remembered the boss fight of this area. Am I gonna use Gald or Experience for that boss fight? Probably Gald at this point. I don't think we need to worry about our level very much right now. I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna sneak up on this stupid scorpion. Look at, dude, this scorpion tail looks so cool. Oh, I got you, punk. Get wrecked. Guys, have you watched or read Dr. Stone? I watched the first 2 seasons of Dr. Stone, and I was actually looking at watching the 3rd season, because I know that came out a while ago, like relatively soon, but then I saw that they've announced they're doing a 4th season, and the 4th season is supposed to be the end, because the manga is already done, I believe. So now I've decided to just wait until season 4 comes out, and then I'll rewatch the entire thing. I'm probably going to rewatch it with, I'll rewatch the 2 seasons I've already seen, and then I'll watch season 3 and 4.
All right.
I think that's what I'm going to do, because I actually will probably watch it with my Thursday anime group because I think Shroom only saw season 1 of Dr. Stone and he really enjoyed it, but he never watched the other seasons. So we'll probably go through the entire show together with our other friends that we watch anime with on Thursdays once season 4 comes around. I think the plan will probably be once season 4 starts airing, we will start watching from season 1. That way we should be done with seasons 1 through 3 about the time season 4 finishes airing. Please die.
Let's end it.
Okay.
Farewell.
Ruination phase!
Alright, Punk, you're next.
You're safe.
What does this thing remind me of? This thing reminds me of a Ben 10 thing. There was something that looked exactly like this in Ben 10. I think it's in the original Ben 10 series when Kevin and Ben get thrown onto that warship place.
All beginning.
The enemies were so far apart I decided to just immediately Mystic Art, by the way.
Elemental mastery!
You watching Fire Nen? Never heard of it. The only thing I've been I don't watch multiple anime at a time because I wait until anime finish airing. I don't watch stuff weekly anymore. I don't do that anymore. I only watch an anime if it's I don't wait until an anime is 100% done if it's gonna have multiple seasons, like Spy X Family, for instance. I watched Spy X Family when its first season was done, even though I knew it was gonna have more seasons.
Let's keep moving.
But if an anime is currently airing a season, I'm not watching it every week. Hey, there's the Navi medal I needed. I'm not watching it every week if it's releasing weekly. I wait until a season ends and then I'll watch that entire season once it's done. That's how I consume anime these days. So that means I'm not watching any anime right now because I just finished Future Diary. So I'm in between animes right now. I'm done with Future Diary and I'm not sure what anime I'm gonna watch next. The only time I'm watching more than one anime at a time is if I'm watching a series with my friends on Thursdays, but then I'm also watching something else on my own time. But so far, all the stuff we watch on Thursdays has been... There is an Eye-Free treasure here. All the stuff we've watched... What the heck is Herald? Wait a minute, what was that? All the stuff we watch on Fridays is stuff I've already seen before. So, always rewatches. For me. That might change in the future. It'll change whenever we do Dr. Stone. What the heck was that mask? Oh, I just saw it. Herald mask? The face of the mad scientist who appeared in the smash hit the Liberators of Fate. Must be another Tales of reference? Or another game reference in general? I don't recognize it. Okay, this is where Balin is. Let's finish exploring for items and chests first. Give me things. Herald is from a Tales game? That's what I thought. In for something retro? I'm not really looking for... What was that noise? I'm not really looking for recommendations. There are a couple of anime that I'm interested in and I know I'm interested in. I just finished watching a 26-episode series in roughly a week time. I finished Future Diary in a week. Maybe 9 days at most is how long it took me. So, can I get an art off, please? There we go. They kept stun-locking me out of it. Or not stun-locking me, they kept interrupting me right when the art got to the end. So I'm not really looking for anime recommendations. I also don't want another anime right now. I have some other stuff to do. Don't want to lose a bunch of my attention and focus to binging something right now. Can you, Leia, can you, fix this status ailment? Or do we need to? Is Elise the only one who can cast an art that fixes status ailments? Art Seal is one of the dumbest status ailments in the game, by the way. Status ailment that just turns off half of the combat. It doesn't come up often, and it's usually fixed really easily. It's just a Panacea or Elise using her Dispel art. But whenever it does come up, I'm like, why does this exist?
I shall provide support.
Anime I've been watching is Yu Yu Hakusho. Yo, great one. I adore Yu Yu Hakusho. I really want to rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho sometime. Maybe sometime this year I'll get on that. Yu Yu Hakusho is great. I've watched it a couple of times already. An absolute classic, that one.
Are you ready?
I'll probably watch the, they redid Rurouni Kenshin, and I think the OG Rurouni Kenshin is incredibly good. So I'll probably watch the redo they did, but I don't think I will until they do another season, because they didn't get to Shishio, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really want to rewatch, or not rewatch. It wouldn't be a rewatch, because it'd be my first time watching the new Kenshin, but I don't want to watch the Rurouni Kenshin, like, storyline again if it doesn't at least get to Shishio.
All right.
Lilium Orb. Is it just Jude who has points right now? Oh, here we go. We're going to expand his Lilium Orb. Okay. Expand! Alright, Jude, what have you got here? Life Reversal. Slowly recover 50% of the damage last taken. Very interesting. Is this the last expansion, by the way? It might be. Shining Hand. Light emitted from the palm of your hand increases attack range during overlimit. Very interesting. All Guard. Allows Magic Guard to lessen both magical and physical damage. Okay. It's not bad. Fury Stoke. Performing a taunt will make you the focus of enemy attacks for 5 seconds. Interesting. Second Arts 2. Causes a consecutive use of Palm Strike to become Reaper's Toll. Also adds an extra hit to Swallow Dance. Very interesting. And Snap Pivot 3. Snap Pivot also activates during front steps as well. Alright, I don't know if the AI will make use of that. This is the end of the Lilium Orb. He doesn't have any expansion nodes left, so everyone is getting to the end of their Lilium Orbs. I think everyone just needs one more expansion to have their second orb maxed. So that's what we definitely need everyone to get to at this point. So that way we can see all of their stuff, like what they still need. I'm gonna give Jude just this strength up right here, because I might want him to get Shining Hand. It seems like it could be good. But yeah, we just want everyone to expand their Lilium Orbs now so that we see... I'm gonna give you this. So that they see what their last skills are and if they really want to focus on getting them or not. Alvin. You are very far away from expanding your Lilium Orb. I do not think there's much I can do to make it go faster. Overextension 3, not great. Let's just work you towards recall. There's also some SP here to grab, so that's worthwhile. I'm surprised Elise didn't get to, I must have spread out her stuff more than I did Jude's. Jude didn't do a lot on his first Lilium Orb. Yeah, this is why Jude finished expanding his orb first. It's because he has all of this over here that I never maxed him out on, which we might want to consider doing now. I never got him Rising Falcon in this playthrough, as of this point, or Fire Guard. That's really funny. Yeah, these are options. We could... Now is the time to start considering... He didn't get Dark Guard either. Now is the time to start considering going back to primary orbs and filling them out if I want to. Because characters are reaching the end of their Lilium Orbs in general. Go further that way, huh? Alright, let's go over here. Oh, this leads to another exit, doesn't it? Because we have to go past Helioborg to be able to get further. Another Bakura, what the heck? I was gonna see if I can chase it. We've been fighting plenty of them anyway. Got him. Yusuke is a great protagonist. He's very unique as a protagonist, I feel like. The main four of Yu Yu Hakusho are all really good characters, which is something that Yu Yu does incredibly well, while also having some pretty compelling villains. But Hiei, Kurama, Kuwabara, and Yusuke are all four really, they're really good and enjoyable characters. They're all compelling in their own ways, they're all fun to watch, it's great stuff. And then Yu Yu Hakusho has some good villains, too. Not like some of the greatest villains ever, I think, but some really good ones. Toguro and Sensui come to mind. They're both pretty darn good anime villains. I don't think I'd ever, I don't think I'd think of them when I was thinking of, my favorite anime villains of all time, but they are good anime villains. Ow. Can I please use this art? Oh my goodness. Bakuras are so annoying. Let me murder you. That wasn't close enough. I feel like Cloud Pierce is so much more difficult to hit than Jude's arcane art. I'm pretty sure Jude's arcane art like does a little shockwave forward, so even if the enemy is a little bit away from you, it hits. But with Cloud Piercer, because Milla launches herself up into the air, you have to be like right next to the enemy to trigger it. Which is just another reason I think I enjoy playing as Jude more than Milla. Well, not that I think I enjoy playing as Jude more. I know I enjoy playing as Jude more. I just think that's one of the reasons. But I haven't played as Jude in such a while, especially with his arcane art. Maybe his arcane art isn't as good as I'm remembering. But I feel like his arcane art is a lot easier to use than Cloud Pierce.
Please provide support.
Please die.
Please.
My will shall lay our path.
It shall indeed. Thanks for the 5K experience and the miracle gel.
I can't stop.
Yeah, Elise is only getting 2 TP now because she's getting to the end of her Lilium Orb. I think they even only give you, I think when you get to like level 90 to 99, they might only give you 1 GP at a time, actually, now that I think about it. All right, I just want you to expand this, so we're just gonna do this. On your next level up, you can get this 2 strength. It sucks to be getting strength, but it'll expand your Lilium Orb so I can see what your last options are that we might want to focus on. End of the Lilium Orbs is another sad reminder the end of the game is coming up. I know, right? It's so satisfying to see that like you've expanded it as far as it can go, and now all that's left to do is like max out the remaining nodes. Like, it's so satisfying, but at the same time, you're like, oh, no new things, no more new arts, no more like new, like, oh my goodness, look at that skill, that one's insane. Loot leader, that's me. And then you're also thinking, like, if I'm getting to this point, then that must mean the end of the game is around the corner. And it really is. The end of the game is around the corner. If not next stream, then the stream after, for sure. We'll see how it all pans out. There is always the next Redux, you're not wrong. I think it's safe to say that Xillia will be on the channel again one day. Xillia, the thing about Xillia, for like doing it on the channel again, is it has a major positive in that it's not super long. Like, it gets over 100 parts. The Jude Redux was about 136, I think. This playthrough is going to be somewhere around, like, it's going to be like 120 to 140. It's going to be in that same range. I think it might end a little bit sooner than, will you die? It's going to end a bit sooner than the Jude one. I think it's a little bit shorter, mostly because of the Milla Spirit Realm section does not last as long as Jude's start to Chapter 4 is. I think it's probably like an hour to 2 hours shorter. I don't think it's 2 hours shorter. I think it's about an hour shorter, maybe. So I think we'll get to around 130 parts with this playthrough, give or take like 5 videos. And Jude's story is not that much longer. Jude's story is only a bit longer than that. So Jude also has a longer intro now that I think about it, because when we do the intro with Milla, it takes us straight to Jude and Milla meeting, if I remember right. What is on my screen right now?
I
I don't know what that was.
Doubt myself.
But in Jude's story, you don't start right where Jude and Milla meet. In Jude's story, you have a little lead-in at the school and talking with some people at the school and stuff like that. So, because Milla is like a spirit and whatnot, and she's a bit of a loner compared to Jude, who's like childhood friends with Leia, he's really, he's got a closer friendship with Alvin than Milla does. He's got the stuff where he like wants to help and protect Elise because he finds her at Hamil having trouble. And then I think Rowan might actually have more interaction with Milla than Jude and Rowan do, but Jude and Rowan still have a good amount of interaction with each other. So Jude's story is just a little bit longer. I think Jude's story is probably longer by about 3 hours, give or take, depending on how you play the game. If you strictly focused on like just get through the story as quickly as possible, I feel like Jude's story would clock in 2 to 3 hours shorter than Milla's, give or take. That's what I feel like, at least. So. But because the two of them are only like 30 to 40 hours, which That's not like short by any means, but it's not like super long, right? So it lends itself well to doing reduxes on the channel. It's really hard to justify doing something like Hacker's Memory again, or doing Persona 5 again, or a Persona game in general, because those playthroughs routinely get to 200 parts plus. I'm going the wrong way. I got turned around. I'm actually going to run from this one because I just want to get into the fortress. I meant to walk into the fortress, but I got focused on what I was talking about.
It's over.
So anyway, when a game is only like about 30 hours, give or take, 30 to 40, it's like, oh yeah, we can totally redux that, man. This is the business wing. This is where I came from. Where's I supposed to go in? Over there. Okay, yeah. Sorry, got turned around. But when you've got a Tales of game like this, that's a decent length, but not too long, it can be really easy for me to be like, yeah, I can redux that. That playthrough is only going to last about a month. Whereas, like, Persona 5 is an extreme because that's like a 400-part series. But, like, Persona, like, 4, which is, like, over 200 parts, or Hacker's Memory that's over 200 parts, I'm like, ooh, man, yeah. That's going to be, like, a 2-month endeavor on the channel. That's going to take up a lot of time on the channel. Do I really want to do that one again right now? Or maybe I should just play it on my own time? Kind of deal. Whereas with like Tales of Xillia, I'm like, dude, I can totally do Tales of Xillia on the channel again. It just means it's going to be one of the mainstay playthroughs for like January, and that's about it. Yep. You gonna play FF7R on your own time to refresh yourself before Rebirth launches? I don't think I need to. Actually, I platinumed FF7R, I think it was like a little under 2 years ago. I think it was right before I did, right before I got all the trophies in... Wait a minute, what's at the end of this hallway? I got all of the trophies except for the last trophy we need for doing Milla's story in Xillia summer of last year or the year before? I don't remember exactly. There was an item there I missed. And around then, I also got the FF7 Remake Platinum Trophy, so, like, I wouldn't say it's fresh on my mind, but I think it's fresh enough. I don't feel like I need to play that again to get ready for it.